Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Verena and I'm super happy that you found your way here for another tarot pick a card reading with the topic of what does Spirit want you to know right now. You saw the three piles in the intro. Choose, or you most probably already chose, which pile spoke to you, either by number, either by the card, or by the object on top of the card. So if you haven't chosen pile number one, you can see in the box down below the timestamp. And if you have chosen pile number one, just stay along as we're gonna start your reading now. So I already turned around your card and you chose beautiful. So the cards are German. But I'm going to translate for you. So you chose pile number one with Bethany. And Bethany brings the message of if you look after yourself well, then everybody's benefiting from it. Look after yourself today and do something relaxing like a massage or a sea salt bath. So to extend this message, it serves everyone if you look after yourself. And it makes so much sense because once we look after ourselves well, we have a full cup, or even better, an overflowing cup. And if we're having an overflowing cup, we are easy to share and to give and to help and support others. Only if we are having a cup which is that full, we are not able to support others, or worst case, we feel obliged to help others, but sort of behind their back, we are resentful because we're like, oh, they asked me again, and actually I don't want, but I feel obliged to do that. All right, so maybe in the past you haven't looked after yourself, and maybe you were always thinking you need to be the good girl, you need to sort of serve everybody and can never say no because people might judge you, or you don't want to seem to be not helpful to others. And many of us do like that, me included. But I already changed a lot of that because I really feel what I just shared with you, that I can only support my friends, my family, my clients once I feel really good and once I have filled my own cup first. So this is something for you to take into consideration to look after yourself. So this is what Spirit wants you to know, angelic guidance, and we're gonna look a little bit deeper into that with our tarot. So what else does Spirit want you to know, pile number one? What is important for you right now? Maybe you want to go, so there's where I was born, close to where I was born, there's a big bath. It's called like a therme. So it's a really beautiful space to go there. There's hot, warm water. There's a sauna. You can relax sort of in a cave area and just lie and look outside the window, have a book. So if something like that is close to you, you could do that. Go to, if you have a beach close by, or a river, or any body of water, refreshing yourself. Take a bath. In my new place, I have a bathtub, and I feel like one in a million. Really, I love, even so my friend says yesterday, she's like, what is the outside temperature in Bali right now? And I was like, it was around 5 o'clock in the evening, and I said 31 degrees, and she's like, and you gonna think about taking a warm bath? And I'm like, yes, I love it. It's just, even so I'm sweating, I just love a warm bath. It has something nurturing and something grounding for me. So pile number one, what else does Spirit want? Wants you to know? One card came out. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Oh, good cards. Okay, so pile number one. The first card which popped out is the Ten of Cups, which is a really beautiful card. It's a card of emotional fulfillment. You know, you can already see it's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. There's a rainbow. You know, people are happy, children are dancing, river is flowing. So the people are happy. So you're really called, Spirit wants you to know to focus onto your own happiness. Maybe you want to spend time with your family. Maybe you live a little bit further away from your family or from friends, and you want to take a small road trip on the weekend and go to see them or take them onto a little trip. But you're really called to do something for yourself. And as the card says, if you look after yourself well, everybody benefits from it. So you're called to look after yourself in a sense. Obviously what you need, if you feel like you want to be alone, go for it. But I really get that you're also called to maybe visit home, visit your parents and have a good time. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a card of sort of maybe a new beginning, an idea. I feel for you in this sense. Let me check all the cards. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have Justice as next card, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Just give me a second. So what else is coming through here for you actually is that you were very much indulged into work over the last couple of weeks or even months, and didn't so much look into finding your balance. And you're waiting for a new idea or for a new project to basically start and be maybe a launch of something, or maybe at work a project, and you're looking for an investor or something. And what I really get here is take a step back from that project to sort of regain your balance, because your focus was all into that project, that sort of, I feel it's a project, maybe building a house, and you lost a little bit of your balance. And to gain that balance again, that emotional balance, physical balance, you are really called, and I get to go to the mountains even, you know, like maybe because of the picture, maybe you want to take a road trip with your family or some beloved people to the mountains over the weekend, and you're really called to just do something which has nothing to do with your project, absolutely nothing. Let it go. If you have something you're so worried about, or you're looking for a solution, write it onto a piece of paper, put it on the table for the weekend, face down, and sort of you've written it off your soul, and then sort of hand it over to Spirit. And now it's rumbling in the sky. Hand it over to Spirit and ask for guidance, and then let it go and do something completely different. What comes to mind is I once read a book, and this guy, I don't know in which book it was, it's a CEO, or it described the situation of a CEO, and whenever there's a difficult situation in business, he listens. So he gets the board together, they share what's going on, and then he leaves the office. Nobody in the beginning is like, what is this guy doing? Where's he going? We need to make a decision. But he is so much wiser. He knows that you cannot find, with that mindset, the problem mindset will not attract the decision. You need the openness, you know, like you need to allow the energy of the problem to dissolve, you know, move to the side and open yourself for a solution. And you cannot do that in the energy of the problem. So what does he do? He goes outside, he goes fishing. Changing his energy, changing his mind, just allowing nature to be present in nature. And your answer is only found in the now. So stay in the day, stay in the now, and allow the universe to work its magic. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. This is definitely your message. Go out, distract yourself in a positive way. Distraction is not always negative. You know, we can also distract ourselves in a positive way, do something which serves our soul, our well-being, our relaxation, our expansion of mind, and change where you're at in the moment. Just, I had to take a sip from my grass juice. So that's what I actually get for you. And I wanna, this came to me before, like when I was preparing the reading. So there's this amazing book, The Four Agreements, and I want to see if there's an additional message for you in the book of the Four Agreements, and a small passage you need to know and which will help you right now. What does Pal Spirit was? What does Pal number one need to know right now? Okay, so each time you break an agreement, all the power you used to create it returns to you. If you adopt these 4 new agreements, they will create enough personal power for you to change the entire system of your old agreements. You need a very strong will in order to adopt the 4 agreements. But if you can begin to live your life with these agreements, the transformation in your life will be amazing. You will see the drama of hell disappear right before your eyes. Instead of living in a dream of hell, you will be creating a new dream, your personal dream of heaven. So it says, each time you break an agreement, all power you used to create will return to you. You need a very strong will in order to adopt. So it's about letting something old go and create something new which reflects a new mindset, a new sense of how you want to create, a new sense of how you want to work and how you want to put yourself out into the world. So it's important to allow self-destructive mechanisms which keep you stuck in an old version of yourself, like the one who's always overworking, who thinks she needs to do more, to be more accepted, to be more seen, overwork, to be sort of seen like she deserves to hold a certain position, or that you deserve to earn that amount of money, etc., etc. So you let go something old, which you thought you are, to become a new version of yourself. And in that phase, you need to look after yourself very, very well. And that, in the end, will help everybody along the process. Because, you know, when we change in the beginning and we do things differently, people will be getting very triggered. And a friend of mine, she shared on the weekend that she has sort of, through her hard work, she achieved a certain status, a certain standard. And sometimes when she goes to town, people say, like mumble when they walk past her, oh, you chose the easy walk, or you chose the easy path. Yeah, but the easy path is not happening without walking first through difficulties. By change, like you need to change who you are to the core, so things can become easy, and people don't see that. And people sometimes don't want to change, so they look outside of themselves, and when they see somebody who has it easier, they get very, very judgmental and triggered. And then obviously it's much easier to point fingers to somebody else than to look towards ourselves. Wow. So pile number 1, that was your message. I hope that helped. If you need additional information, a personal reading, you know where to find me. Send me a message, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy your relaxing time. Let me know where you went, and I'm wishing you all the best. Look after yourself really, really well. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. I'm super happy that you found your way here, and let's start. I'm super excited. what you chose. You chose pile number 2, obviously, and with that comes the card of Yvonne. Look at that. What does Spirit want you to know? It's saying you have a special connection to the animal kingdom, and your animals on the earth and in the heavenly plane are looked after by the angels. So that's very interesting. So let's see what else comes to mind. So there's a bird on here, so maybe you already have a strong connection to the angelic realm. Birds are seen as divine, oh my God, what's going on here? As divine messengers, or you work with animals. I have to think about a friend of mine, which I did a reading just recently for her, and it was so clear that she has to work with animals. So what else does Spirit want you to know? Maybe you lost an animal just recently. What does Spirit want? I want to say it could be that you're a Pisces, or that you're connected to the 12th house. That's what I'm getting. So that you help animals, also the 6th house, and that you have a talent for music, for the arts, that you're very, very creative. And it can also be that this is something you're called. Okay, you're called to do. So what does Spirit want you to know, pile number 2? What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, let's see. They dive right down here. Now they don't want to come up. Okay, let's see what is the message here? That's interesting. Sometimes, things happen to be so quickly and easily to understand, and sometimes I need to clarify, like in your case. What is pile number 2? So the first card, which came out, is the 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to show you. It's a card where you're like juggling several different things at the moment. So maybe you're in between transition with your job. That could be something. Or I also get a move. Yeah. And let me see. They're all jumping everywhere today for you. And my computer is doing things. Okay, so I feel you're at a crossroads right now, pile number 2. Something old is coming to an end and something new is about to start. So the 2 of Pentacles is clarified by the Magician. So you're in between 2 paths. What do I want to manifest? Where do I want to put all of my focus into? And maybe you've been waiting and things sort of were and expanding or developing into either direction because you were going back and forth and even being emotional about it and be like, oh my God, what if I do make a mistake? And I'm just trying to reconnect it to the Yvonne card, but maybe there is not a direct connection, or maybe it's not seen yet. But either way, you're connected to the Magician, to the power of the Magician to manifest something new. And sort of the last card is the Star card. So, and look, they're both like sort of about a wish. So a wish can come true if you find the clarity. And the second card is the 8 of Wands, which is a card of communication, a card of movement, a card of speed. So things wanting to actually move forward, but something inside yourself is scared to make a mistake. And it was clarified by the 4 of Wands. And the fourth one is traditionally a card of celebration, a card of, here it's basically showing a marriage. Is there any else indicators of love? No, actually, I don't believe it's about love. It can be that you're a little bit hesitant, but Spirit is actually telling you to move forward, letting go of the doubt. There is no wrong decision in the bigger picture. You know, there is no wrong decision. You can't make a mistake. You just need to make a decision. So because now the energy cannot flow. You are in front of these two doors with all this energy and wants to manifest, but it cannot because you don't open any door. And there is speed, and it wants to actually manifest for you into a really, really happy future. But you're so scared that the old, like there's something, like maybe you made a wrong decision in the past and somebody got hurt. You lost someone due to that, or you lost some money. And you're so scared with that. It could be that you lost some money or something which wasn't worthy to you. And now you're really, really scared of moving forward because you're scared that it's going to happen again and that you sort of left out and you lose something. But it's clarified by the Fool. So there is a new beginning. There's a completely new energy around at this time. The old will not repeat itself once you realize that stay in the day. The past is the past. Like in this book I'm listening to, let the dead bury the dead. Don't go and review the past over and over again. Take a new route, make a new choice for yourself. This is also a card of choices. Yeah, you have the choice right now. And once you choose, it's gonna be so quick. It's gonna move forward very, very quickly. And even, guys, even if we lose something along the way, something better is waiting always. There is no mistake in the bigger picture. There's only learning, and rejection or losing something is divine protection. So if you lose something, someone, anything, if you miss out on a chance, be grateful and say, all right, I'm grateful because I know there's something better on the way to me. And I fully trust and I fully surrender. And I know this can seem like the mission impossible. I know, but it is the truth. Once you accept it and allow that lack mentality, that mindset of being poor, not having enough, always missing out, why me, letting that go. You know, this is sort of the subconscious mind. That's what I'm getting right now for you. And there's a lot of, I need to take a sip. There's a lot of subconscious thoughts which are holding you back from actually having clarity and moving into the direction you want to move. And this can really be with these cards, anything. But I'm getting like I'm still not getting the Yvonne message with these animals. But I have to think about my friend, you know, she's like, she is so gifted with animals, but she's scared to move into that path. And I know it can be quite, how to say, scary once we say we want to change career or change anything. And you do not have to just break away all the old. Start where you're at. Think big, think differently. Think about what you want to achieve in life. Think about what you want to attract into your life. And look where you're at and see where you want to go. And then what do you need? For example, if you want to open a dog shelter, maybe you need a qualification to work with animals, for example, okay? Or if you want to become a dentist for some reason, you need to study and to become a dentist. dentistry. I don't know. So where I'm at and where do I want to be? And then already hold the vision of yourself being a dentist, for example. See yourself going into the practice. See yourself talking to your clients. See yourself filling out forms to send to the government. See yourself paying your employees. And be grateful and imagine you're already there and feeling it. That's the crux, we say in German. That's the grain of salt we need to feel it. And then the next card is the Queen of Swords. What I'm getting from this Queen of Swords is clarity. She has absolute clarity because the swords are thoughts. She knows. She has a clear focus, a clear plan, a clear direction. She knows the way. She sets out to become the dentist. She goes to, I don't know, the employment office asks for what do I need to become a dentist right now? Are there any support from the government? Do I need to open my own practice or can I join a practice? How much does the education cost? How long does the education take? Etc., etc. How much can I earn? Things like that. Are dentists needed right now? But anyway, that's a silly question because if you have the desire to become a dentist, you're needed. Like God actually wants to work through you because he wants to experience himself through you. And wait a second. Sorry for that. So yeah, if you want to become a dentist because you're needed. This is God wanting to work through you. Bob Proctor, my mentor, he always said, you make your own economy. Don't look outside of yourself what the economy looks like. And you might think I'm absolutely crazy, but this is how it works. You know, there are people right now, even we are facing struggles worldwide. We've never had so many millionaires ever like now. So how is this possible if it's said that everything is like going down the river? Focus on what you want to see in the world and you will see more of that. Don't look into the news. Don't talk to pessimists. Don't talk to anyone who is talking you out of what you want to achieve. Focus on what you want. Have a laser focus. Every day connect to your desire and see yourself already there. See yourself living your dream. And really don't take and talk to anyone who is not on your boat, in your boat, because that example came to mind, you know, when we were teenagers, you, me, maybe you still are a teenager, but in the beginning I didn't like buffalo boots. I hated them. I thought they're ugly and stuff like that. But then my friends wore them. And at some point I was like, oh, they're actually amazing. And I wanted to have them. And also with the language, we made up, like my friends made up languages or like certain words. And then after a while, I used these words as well. So you are influenced by your environment. Choose your environment very wisely. Don't spend time with people who do not support you, who cannot see you where you want to go. Also, do not talk too much about your vision. Hold it in your heart. Know it for yourself. Write it down. Draw a picture. Make a vision board. Connect to yourself. Nobody needs to understand you but you. And connect to... I actually wrote so many names down because I'm doing a training right now, and she asked, if you're not comfortable with the name of God, just find a different one. And then I wrote down universe, source, God, the creator, Lord, the Father, the light, whatever. Choose whatever you feel comfortable with. And know that your wish to become a dentist comes from there. And this is the only thing you need to know. Once you're in doubt, don't do anything. Become quiet and connect with yourself again and with your desire. And trust that things and steps will be revealed to you one step at a time. Because the Queen of Swords is clarified by the star. So there's definitely the angels with you at this time. There's a wish fulfillment. It's a card of healing, something old, some old mindset, and something you wished for a long time, because I see that in her. She's looking up maybe every night since a long time and be like, when does this thing actually happen for me? When is it going to manifest? You know, and you have the Magician. It is about to manifest if you truly trust, take this choice for yourself and don't ever look back anymore. Yeah, no, this is yours already. And that's what I'm getting for you, pile number 2. And I don't know, with Yvonne, what I'm getting here, it's really connect to the angels actually, because the angel obviously has wings and there's a bird there. Maybe this, like, birds are your spirit animals, or like eagles. And it says you have a strong connection to the animal kingdom, and that your animals in spirit and here are connected or looked after by the angels. I think it's gonna be a message for you or not. Take it as it resonates with you, and I say thank you so much. If you need additional help, you can book a reading or a coaching session with me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon here. I hope this served you well, and I'm wishing you all the best, and say see you soon. Welcome, pile number 3. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that I'm back with reading tarot. I feel the excitement coming out of me, bubbling out of me. And you chose the 3rd card. You chose actually patience. Maybe this is something you're struggling with. And it says, now it's the time to learn and collect information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will use the gained knowledge. So maybe you're doing a course at the moment, or you are studying something and you're really, really called to be in the moment. Don't be ahead of time. Only do what you need to do today. Do today's tasks and connect, or collect, better to say, your mind and bring it back into the current moment over and over again, because there's only ever a now for you, and you can only ever do what's right in front of you. And you waste your energy going to the past, going to the future. It doesn't matter. You're here now, and with your current action, you determine your future. That's what I'm getting. And we will ask the tarot to see what else Spirit wants you to know about that. So for pile number 1, Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to know right now? Okay, what does pile number 1 need to know right now? Wait a moment. They're so jumpy. This is hilarious. This is the same card which came out in pile number 2 on the same position. It's the first card. So it's the 2 of Pentacles. It's about juggling more than one thing at the moment and going back and forth, being maybe a little bit overwhelmed, overworked, not knowing which to focus on to. And therefore, things are not flowing. Woo. Oh. And we have 2 kings. So once we have the King of Cups, which is a very loving man, emotional man. So it's interesting, because then we have the King of Pentacles, which is sort of a very down-to-earth man, very grounded, not talking too much, sort of slowly moving into progress, into process, having plans, and being actually very patient. So it's interesting. Sometimes the King of Cups, because of his emotional nature, he can lose patience and balance. And that was sort of pile number 1, I believe, because he sort of is too much driven by his emotional nature. Yeah, and what I feel here is you shall come from the King of Cups mode and allowing your emotions to be in the driver's seat to come more into the King of Pentacles mode. Yeah, because the King of Pentacles, as you see, has a castle in the background. He's sitting on a nice throne. He's holding his big pentacle. He looks very fancy, having all the grapes, which are a sign of fertility and abundance. So he's very well off. So maybe with this new route or the training, you have big plans for business, big plans for moving forward, creating financial abundance. But with your sort of emotional nature and with your doubts, you're falling back to a mindset from time to time that is limiting you. Oh yeah, the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, and bringing you back into struggles. You know, what if it doesn't work out? Struggling inside of yourself. Do you get it with other people? I mean, they're obviously King of Cups and King of Pentacles. It could be people also, you know, the energy could be representing two people, making a decision between two people. And there's the Five of Cups, which is sort of a card of sadness, like crying over spilled milk, having lost something, remorsing about the past. I actually not get that it's different people. I really get that it's different states of you. Not allowing your emotional nature, like Five of Cups, and bringing you down, making yourself doubt yourself, your abilities, and limiting yourself actually, and what you can become in this world, by always going back to what maybe somebody in the past, your father or your grandfather or a teacher, said about your abilities. Yeah, maybe they said something and you accepted this as the truth about your abilities and about what you're able to do in this life. And I want to tell you, just let that go. Because once a teacher said to me, we had, I don't know how to say, like, there was a subject, we had to take poetry and we had to interpret it. And I did, and she was so fond of what I wrote that she was like, oh my God, you're amazing in that, da 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 da. And of course I was like, wow, I'm so excited about the subject, because if I'm that good, I love it. And then a week later or 2 weeks later, I don't know, she was maybe in a bad mood. We had another task to do something similar with a different piece of poetry, and she hated what I'd written. And she said, oh my God, I thought you're really good in that, la 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 la, but now this is shit, in a sense. And you know where it put me? I doubted myself so badly that from that moment on, I didn't like German as a subject anymore. I thought I'm bad, but it was only one perception, 1 in a million people. That's why I don't like giving grades, giving notes on papers, because it's only one person's perception of the work you did. It says nothing about you, nothing. No, because you could give it another person, another teacher who's teaching the same subject, but he likes your style and he would say, oh, this is amazing, this is the best thing I've ever written. So don't allow another person's perception of you or your work put you down, put you into doubt. You can always rewrite your story. And if you really want to do something, like with that course or whatever you do, trust that if you want to do this, you are equipped and you have all the means to do what you want to do. And maybe it takes a little bit more time, but that doesn't matter if you want to do it, and if you want to do it out of your own motivation and not because you want to prove to your dad or your granddad that you can do it, or to your family or whoever, your teacher, your boss. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. That's another big one. Don't let anyone's perception of you manipulate yourself to do certain things. Just let them go. Let them talk. They can only affect you if you allow them to. If they say something and you're like, no, that's not my truth. It comes in here, it goes out there. Only if you feel they're right, you take it in. You make it your truth, and then it reflects over and over again in your environment. So I encourage you to let that struggle go, to let the emotional pain from the past about what this person said or these people said about your abilities go, and make the decision to redefine yourself and to become the person you want to become. Yeah? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Yeah, there's so many stories of people who really changed their whole life. I would say me included. A lot of parts of myself to do what I do here right now. Yeah, I left home, I left my story behind to be the person who I want to be. And there's still work in progress, and I think the work is never done. Otherwise it would be boring. We are here to experience, we are here to learn, we're here to grow. Yeah, but I really, really encourage you, don't ask yourself, does this person's opinion, or does my behavior in reaction to this person's opinion serve me to where I want to go, or does it actually hold me back from where I want to go? If it holds you back, throw it off board and let it go. Say thank you, but it's not my opinion. I give it back to you. I know who I am. I'm becoming the person who I want to be every day, a little bit more every day, in every way. I get a little bit better. And then move on and move into the direction of your dreams. I think that's the message. Let it go. Is there anything else for you? No? I think that's it. Pile number 3. I'm really excited. Let me know in which direction you're actually heading. Know that there's time for new information to be installed right now. So maybe you want to learn a little bit about yourself, a little bit more about yourself, about the mind, how the mind works, how the subconscious works. Maybe you want to look into metaphysics. If you need some help, if you need a coach, mentor, guide on your journey, reach out to me. And I'm super, super excited for you and your path. And I'm looking forward to seeing you very, very soon again. Have a great day. All the best for your choice. And I say bye-bye.